And thank you for that forecast, Kim. And you know what? When she says 78 degrees here in Arizona, that means soup weather.
Basically.
The cooler weather, yeah, a lot of people are kind of started thinking, you know what? I want some soup. And so we have registered dietitian Jamie Miller here. We like soup, but it doesn't have to be so hearty calorie-wise.
No.
So you have some great recipes. What you got this morning?
Still comforting, but really nourishing. And I love soup season because soups are really easy to make. They're one-pot meals, right? And you can often like make them ahead of time. You can freeze them for leftovers. They're great.
Good point.
Yes, and so there's so many different types. So I have some kind of creative ones today. The first one we're going to start out with is a chicken wonton. It's almost think like Asian chicken noodle soup, but it's going to be so easy to make. So I have a pan that's heated up, and I'm going to add about 1 tablespoon of sesame oil, and then I'm going to add some garlic,
sizzle,
and ginger, which is actually so great for you. It's an anti-inflammatory.
Okay, so I feel like ginger is a key ingredient when we talk about Asian dishes.
Yes. And so basically you just want to get that cooking a little bit. And then to that, we are going to then add some carrots, some chopped carrots, and then some bok choy. You could also do Savoy cabbage if you wanted to do that. And then some shiitake mushrooms. And then we don't even need to really do much. Actually, all I'm going to do is add some red pepper flakes if you like things spicy. After that, we are going to pour in 6 cups of chicken broth or chicken stock. You can even do homemade if you want, really nourishing. And then you would just bring that back up to a boil.
Okay.
And then I'm going to add about 1 tablespoon of coconut aminos. You could also do soy sauce, but I love coconut aminos because it's less sodium and soy-free. So if someone needs to be soy-free.
I didn't know that. What's interesting is you really didn't kind of saute the vegetables.
Well, because what we're going to do is we're going to boil them. And so we're going to bring this to a boil. And then as soon as the vegetables are softened, you would add some frozen chicken wontons, and then literally your soup is done. I mean, it is like so easy.
This looks
so delicious.
Yeah, like you spent hours making this.
Right? Like it's a hack, right?
Okay.
So it's a comforting Asian chicken noodle soup.
This is why we keep having you back, because we're like, help us out. And my daughter, Mayla, she's 2 years old. She's really getting into the soups because she thinks it's so special to, eat it with a spoon and stuff. And so whatever I can do to get her to eat the vegetables, that's why I like that you put the mushrooms in there.
Yes.
Okay, so we got that for the Asian flair of soup. Okay, so what's next?
So this right here is a stuffed bell pepper soup. So oftentimes we've had a stuffed bell pepper, right?
Yes.
We're having soup. So it's basically just, like a tomato base with ground turkey, that kind of stuff. But do you notice the 2 differences in this one?
No, absolutely not.
Okay, so this one is cauliflower rice and the other one is brown rice. So if someone's on a lower carb lifestyle, they can do cauliflower rice in their soup instead. More vegetables, lower carb, both absolutely delicious. But I like to see how you can kind of fit 2 lifestyles in both of those soups.
Jamie, that's a good point. And when you put like the rice in the soup, you really can't taste the difference.
Right.
You can hide it there. Because sometimes when I do eat cauliflower rice, I'm like, oh, or cauliflower mashed potatoes, I'm like, it's not quite there. Okay, so actually, randomly, I did make stuffed bell peppers this week. So what's the protein in here? Or can you add protein?
Yeah, this is ground turkey, but you could also do ground chicken if you wanted, or ground beef, whichever one you want. I like a 93% or more lean to keep it heart healthy.
Okay, perfect. So classic time.
Yes, this is just, it's classic, but it has rosemary and lemon. So it's a chicken soup with tons of vegetables like kale and carrots and onion, but I love the just brightness of the lemon and the rosemary.
Okay, so how can someone whip this one up fairly easy?
So basically all you're gonna do is saute up some, it's celery and carrots and onion and then kale. And then there's the chicken, and then there's white beans, and then you would add the lemon and the rosemary.
Now, are you the person that boils your own chicken, or do you go to the grocery store deli and just grab one and then shred that?
So what's very easy, I just stuck 2 chicken breasts in while I was cooking the soup, so I boiled it in there and then just shredded it and throw it back in. But you might as well just do a little bit of a shortcut if you want. There's nothing wrong with that at all.
Yeah, I like to boil it because I feel like it makes the broth even tastier. And then it's cheaper that way sometimes. You got a lot of chicken out. Okay, great. Where can people find out more about these recipes?
Yeah, so they can check out the Village website or just call, and then I love to work with clients to see how you can eat really delicious food, but also nourish your body.
Yum, yum. Perfect for these warm days. We'll be right back.